Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Trend TV. I am your Viprajesh again and I am here at SGA Skoda Coimbatore today with the Skoda Rapid Diesel Ambition variant. Now you may have already seen my detailed review of the limited edition Onyx variant of the Skoda Rapid, and basically the Onyx edition is based on this Ambition variant, which is the mid-level variant of the Skoda Rapid range. And I am here also to tell you why the Ambition variant is the largest selling variant of the Skoda Rapid range. Now, first of all, on the exteriors, you can see that even though being this mid-level variant, it almost looks like a top-end model. It has even got smoked projector headlamps with daytime running LEDs in ice cube pattern. It has got the Skoda's latest design language with the butterfly grille, along with front and rear fog lamps as standard. So there is no fact that this is actually a mid-level variant, and it even has got 15-inch alloy wheels as standard. Even though not being 16-inch wheels, these 15-inch wheels really look robust and European in design with its understated overall look. Now do note the fact that this spare wheel is actually a 14-inch steel wheel provided in the boot. Now coming to the overall design of the Skoda Rapid, of course this car has got multiple characters depending on the color you may prefer. You can see that on the Onyx variant and even on the Monte Carlo Red, this understated design looks actually fantastically sporty, but in these light colors such as white and silver, you definitely get the much more classier look. At the rear you get LED tail lamps along with 3 reverse parking sensors. This being the mid-level variant, you do not get reverse parking camera though, but you can definitely opt for a camera monitor in terms of accessory. Now the overall design, the Skoda Rapid has always been based on the Volkswagen Vento, and this here is a similar case. You may also note that certain exclusive features such as the rear windshield defogger is standard even on this mid-level variant. Now the Skoda Rapid has always been based on the Volkswagen Vento, and there are smart design details to differentiate from it. So let's get inside to see what are all the differences further. Yes guys, I am right now inside the Skoda Rapid Ambition variant, and I'm here to show you why the Ambition variant is exactly the highest selling variant of the Skoda Rapid range. You might have already seen my Onyx edition review, and this is the variant which is actually the base for the Onyx edition. So basically every feature on this car is available on the Onyx edition, including the 7-inch touchscreen and the automatic AC. But there are slight differences, like the steering wheel. Of course, this is the normal steering wheel. It is not the flat bottom leather wrapped. Well, this is also leather wrapped, but it is not it's not so thick and not so sporty in terms of look. It's just a much more normal steering wheel, but it's got the really good quality feel to it. Apart from that, you do not get those specific seat covers available on the Onyx edition variant. This is also a dual tone seat cover with black and beige, but it's more of a fabric, and even though it's really comfortable, it is of course it's fabric material. And this being the diesel manual variant, this is a 5-speed manual transmission as opposed to the automatic transmission which I previewed on the Onyx edition. So coming to the overall dashboard, again you can see that the overall dashboard exactly remains the same with the very unique card holder over here. And even the touchscreen system also remains exactly the same. The quality is okay in terms of audio, and you get the automatic temperature control as well, which works really fine, along with rear AC vents behind the armrest of course. And yeah, you also get the center armrest for the front passengers even on this Ambition variant, which is really good in terms of variant distribution and really aids the comfort for the front passengers, especially the driver. Now coming to the headlamp and wiper functions, of course these are the very robust and well-known controls for the headlamps of the Skoda Rapid. It's also carried over from the Volkswagen Vento, along with the door pads, and every button on this car is exactly similar to the Volkswagen Vento. It gets auto folding ORVMs with electronic control. You do not get auto headlamps and auto wipers though. As you can see, everything is just manually controlled, and you also do not get you do not get cruise control as well. Cruise control along with auto headlamps and auto wipers are available on the Style variant, which is one variant above this Ambition variant, and the style variant is also above the Onyx edition. And another thing I would like to point out, that this car gets dual airbag as standard along with ABS and EBD. But if you want another additional couple of airbags on the seats sides or the thorax airbags, those airbags are only available on the style variant. And yeah, apart from that, everything remains exactly the same. You get the very large glove box, you get the very useful large bay of storage over here, and you get a 12-volt charging socket over here. You get the 5-speed manual transmission, which is really slick, and well, I would say it's almost the best in its segment. And you get the very same armrest with a sort of storage space underneath for small items. And you get the very familiar day-night switch for the IRVMs. You do not get a vanity mirror for the driver sun visor. Instead, you get a vanity mirror for the passenger only, which is totally fine. And you get the same yellow lighting for the cabin as well. Yeah, and another good thing is that this car, even though being the mid-level variant, you get height adjustment for the driver's seat, which is also a really good thing. And talking about the key and instrument cluster, this here is the key. It is a very familiar Skoda Rapid key. No Skoda Rapid variants offer push button start. Instead, you get just this very useful. I don't think personally why the push button start function actually is preferred by anyone, because it's too fancy. I prefer the key personally. And yeah, if you just turn on the ignition, the steering is kind of locked. So yeah, this here is the instrument cluster. Just like on the Onyx edition, it is a normal looking unit. It's got no fancy digital things or anything, except for the very familiar MID, which is white in the fonts. It's useful, it's functional, it's easy to read on the go, and yeah, it's functional. That works. You don't need any sort of fancy screens or stuff to satisfy your driving experience. That's what I feel, and that's where the Skoda Rapid actually satisfies the driver. This here is the automatic climate control display. It's also white, and it works fine. In terms of cooling, it's totally fine. So it's got a really good throw of AC. It works fine along with the rear AC vents. So talking about the rear, let me just hop into the rear seat of the Skoda Rapid. Yeah, before we get to the rear seats, I also forgot one thing. Even though this being a mid-level variant, it's got tilt and telescopic adjustment for the steering wheel. How good is that? So yeah, time to go to the rear seat of the Skoda Rapid Ambition variant. Yes guys, I am right now inside the back seat of the Skoda Rapid Ambition variant, and here's a good look at the dashboard. Of course, you may not find much of a difference when you compare with the Onyx edition dashboard and this one, except for the fact that you get a round steering wheel on this variant instead of a flat bottom steering wheel as you saw on the Onyx edition. So yeah, talking about the rear seats, of course the rear seats are also similar, and you get the very similar fabric material on the rear seats with a center armrest. Of course, I'm unable to open this armrest due to this plastic wrapping, but overall space and comfort has been always a Skoda Rapid forte, and it's the similar case over here, except for the fact that there is a large hump on the floor, which makes things kind of uncomfortable for the middle passenger. Even though he or she gets a actual 3-point seat belt, sorry, actual lap belt. It's not a 3-point seat belt. 3-point seat belts are available only for the side passengers, and you get only one bottle holder over here, which is actually popped down, and it's not the best built bottle holder. You get a 12-volt charging socket for the rear seat passengers, which is really handy, and essentially you get a rear AC vents. Well, it's just actually only one vent, but you can adjust into two different ways. It's actually split into two. Yeah, so the rear seats are also exactly the same. You get the metal finish for the door handles, which are actually wrapped in this blue kind of plastic thing. You get a nice fabric finish on the door pads. Well, the case is also similar here. You do not get any sort of bottle holder for the rear doors. It is actually just a small cubby hole. So yeah, and just like on the Onyx edition, you saw these sun blinds are an accessory kit, so they are actually pretty useful, I would say. And you get this small hook over here for hanging your coats or anything. on the B pillar, and you also get height adjustable seat belts for the front passengers. And the thing is, even the rear seats get specific rear reading lights. You can either switch them on individually or totally, or you can either turn them off. So it's a really good feature. And yeah, you get height adjustable headrests for only 2 passengers. There is no adjustable headrest, well, not even a headrest for the middle passenger. So yeah, it's a really comfortable back seat. It's overall a really comfortable, well equipped mid-size sedan, C-segment sedan. And yeah, I think it's really good. So let me just conclude this. Before we conclude the review of this Ambition variant of the Skoda Rapid, let me just pop open the hood of the diesel variant. Yeah, that is the sound. That is the sound of quality. That is the sound of build quality. The Skoda Rapid has always been a proper Skoda, and that is the similar case over here. And it's also similar in terms of bonnet weight. So this here is the 1.5 liter TDI 4-cylinder diesel engine. It's a turbo diesel engine. It's a really powerful unit, and it's loved by almost everyone. Well, it may have a little bit noise in terms of NVH. It's a little noisy engine, but it's overall powerful engine, and it's preferred by many people. So yeah, that was a brief review, well, I should say preview of the Skoda Rapid Ambition variant. You may now know that why this variant specifically, the Ambition variant, is actually the best seller in the Skoda Rapid range. My saying is that it's got almost everything you may need on a C-segment sedan. It's got all the features, it's got the looks, it's got the quality, and it's got the safety and Volkswagen Skoda's technology, I should say, backing it up. So do let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this Skoda Rapid Ambition variant? Are you really going to buy one? Because I should say this is a really good car. This is a really good car in terms of overall packaging and basically everything. When you compare with certain lightweight sedans such as the Ciaz and the Honda City. So thank you for watching. This is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video.